But do you guys think the neck of the dragon's too short? I compared it to the other dragon, and I feel like it looks stubby. Like, go look at it right now. I swear to God.
Look at the neck.
Yeah, because I looked at because my current dragon transmog is that other one, right? And when you click to the other transmog, the guardian one, the neck just goes, hey. Aloha everybody for the YouTube channel. Welcome. Thank you for joining us once again. As you can see, we got the podcast going on. We got Obolongo here today, Topa V, Thompson, and Making a Bud. As you can tell, SWC is coming around, so I decided to bring some people that are competing in SWC or commentating. So how you guys doing today? Thank you guys for
good.
Thanks for taking the time to join us. Yeah, I appreciate it very much. Especially you, Making a Bud, since I know you're quite busy lately. Yeah, with work and all that stuff.
I just flipped the AFK sign out on my work computer so people know not to bother me.
Ah, I appreciate that. Wow, we're special, chat. Yeah, we're special here. All right, well, without further ado, let's just get right into the topics today. And I'm really excited for some of the discussions that we're going to have today. Topic number one here is going to be pretty simple, straightforward. Just happened with the recent update, Dimension Hole Energy Refill. This is something that, of course, you probably have talked about it a couple times. You know about it, but it's a big question, right? So let's get it out of the way and let's discuss about it. What are your thoughts on the Dimension Hole Energy 120 crystals for 10 dimensional energy?
Overpriced.
Overpriced.
Rip off.
Not very much either. So you get 30 energy, which is like on a weekly basis, you get 84. So you're only increasing by maybe 40% which is not a lot.
I see.
Basically does nothing. I get nothing normally and I still get nothing.
Overpriced, but you're still gonna buy it.
Yeah, I mean I still buy it, but I still get nothing.
So even endgame players with a multitude of crystals are saying it's not worth it. It's interesting, but they still buy it, right? So I think they're trying to make this dimensional energy for that price because they're relating it to the amount of time it takes for the energy to refresh, right? So I know it's not equal, but I think it's relatively close-ish. What do you guys think?
I think it's still a bit too low. I think like
It's
25 times 3 would be a fine number.
25 times.
Then it's like 75 extra a week.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they could release more of it. They've only increased, like it's so limited anyways. And it's so hard. Like someone's got to do the math out there, but it's got to take hundreds of energy to get one good rune and then grind it and gem it. So like it's not really going to get you any closer to your goal.
And
we're going nowhere with this. Considering
that you said that, do you think that maybe they're trying to be careful with it and they're trying to start off like super low just in case?
Yeah,
right?
This is a pilot for sure. This is a pilot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't want to make the mistake of too much, right, and then taking away. They've made it a common thing that they've expressed it in Korea, at least the Korean office, that they don't like the fact of giving something, like whether it's a buff or something out, and then taking it back. They don't like that feeling. So I think they'd rather give a little bit less and then give more later, right?
Buff like her.
Okay. They take that away technically. Yeah.
This is true. Now this is a way of gauging. I bet you they're like gauging customer price sensitivity and seeing how many people actually buy, and then seeing how much flexibility they have with prices or packs or things like that. Because there's no way to get that data right now, right? So this is how they do it. They pilot.
And what are your thoughts on this, Topa? Because I think Comtuous is trying to stray away from what Make It About It was saying, was being able to farm runes and make runes. I don't think they want to introduce ancient runes into the ecosystem as quickly. And I know for you farmed a lot of runes at the beginning. Yeah, what were your experiences farming runes and how much runes were you actually getting from doing those dungeons?
It wasn't really worth. Like Bud said, it's only 30 energy a week. That's not really gonna get you anywhere. Like I have one ancient rune right now that I actually kept. So yeah, I'm just farming 2 Second Awakenings now because I think you actually get more runes farming Second Awakenings than actually farming the runes itself.
Oh, that's an interesting topic. So you're saying that by farming Second Awakenings, you're getting the units and the crafting materials?
Yeah.
And you're getting more ancient runes than if you're just farming ancient runes. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, but ultimately, it's how to farm the ancient runes for the grinds and gems, right? So,
yeah.
Right, I see. So I haven't done any of the rune farming myself. Could you maybe explain, if you're doing the rune farming, you either get the rune or the craft material, or do you get both?
No, you get a rune, or then you get a grind or a gem. Or
and there's no crafting materials at all.
Yeah, you don't get craft materials.
Oh, so it's a rune, grind, or a gem. That's it.
You don't, right? Yeah, you don't.
Yeah. I see. So basically, you pretty much want to farm that for the grinds and the gems. That's pretty much it. You're not even trying to get the runes basically from there, because you'd rather just craft it in terms of like value, right?
I feel like you're doing both.
I mean, yeah, you get both, right? So get a rune, it's a bonus.
I see. Okay, interesting. Yeah, hopefully they continue to give us more energy, because I think the refill idea is nice. You know what I mean? So people can like complain less about having to Devilmon second awaken units, as well as it's nice because they don't have to make a secondary awaken unit because it takes so long to use it as a skill up. But I don't know. This was the only bit of content prior to this that was free to play, technically. What do you
Still free to play, man. Still
No.
free to play.
But it's
You
the
don't
only
have to
one
buy it.
without an aspect. There was no aspect
Yeah,
of
yeah.
pay to win. Now there is an aspect of pay to win.
Aspect
right?
adds so little though. Like it's not like
True.
packs where you can buy packs and stuff. It's like 30 energy versus you passively get 84. So like 84 a week, right? So it really makes close to no difference.
True.
I think
Now-
everybody is farming the Rogue dungeon now because Rogue is so good.
It's not bad.
Did you see it at SWC? Oh my god.
Well, true or false? Anything that violence or takes 2 turns is a good unit. True or false?
Very true.
So yeah, going off of that, I was gonna say one more thing here in terms of what was I gonna say? I was saying something about free to play. I lost my train of thought. Huh. Any other discussions revolved around this energy refill that you guys wanted to talk about?
Yeah, like if we're talking about the ancient rune game,
Mhm.
I think the best way to get like the most ancient runes and like grinds overall, like you have to farm the second awakening dungeons to get the re-ups every week, and then I think you should spend the rest on rune dungeon. I would say that's the best way.
I see. Okay, interesting. So it's really not even worth it to try to get a second awakened unit just for a Devilmon. It's just too much investment, right? It's
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, you
it's
don't do that.
Oh yeah, no way.
Yeah, don't
Too
do
much
that.
investment.
Don't do that. It takes a long time to farm it too, right? It's like 2 minutes. I don't know about you guys. My team's really slow. It's like 2.5 minutes a run. So
No, mine is 4.5 for like the
Oh.
fairies.
You're talking about the runes, right?
yeah, so like
Although the runes,
yeah, for runes it's like 2.5. Well, both of mine are like 2.5, but like normally
Oh,
my
yeah.
dungeon runs are like 40 seconds, right? So that's
yeah.
maybe 3 to 4 runs. So you have the opportunity cost too of farming that as well.
True, but it's a much
That's
smaller
different.
pool that you'll be farming. So it's like one day and you're done with like a week of work, right? Technically. So,
True, but that one day
think,
is still a lot of farming in
I
giant.
think I
Farm.
run a Wind Monkey King, Odin, Sierra, and Chasun, and it
Must be nice to have an Odin.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what you have, what you don't have, man.
Everybody
I'm
listening to
just
the
saying,
podcast.
that's pretty decently fast.
Everybody listening to the podcast is like, wow, the only thing I have is like the Chasun from that. Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
Maybe if they're lucky.
All right.
Chris, I know you flamed
Okay.
my Odin pool when I got him.
Well, I in RTA, right? Odin kind of
Yeah.
sits there. It just sits there and takes it up the butt.
Yeah. True. It's a little bit predictable, I feel, in the draft. All right.
Well, there are
Odin?
ways to make it unpredictable, but it's not worth it.
I'm gonna try Odin with Daphnis, and just like have Daphnis snipe a monster, and then Odin gets a stack, and then Odin snipe a monster. I don't know.
All right, this Saturday, Thompson. Let's see it. Let's
Oh,
see
no
it.
ball, sorry.
Let's see it.
Sorry, man, I got
Oh, please, please.
Just
Wait,
get an
is-
Oberon.
Is it this Saturday? Is this
Yeah,
Saturday?
group stage A, dude. I mean, I don't know if that's on the topic list today, but if it is, dude,
Yeah.
oh, I would love to get Thompson's thoughts on his group.
Yeah. Let's go into.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
I
Thompson's
think
playing this weekend.
Dude,
We
his
got
group
some,
looks terrible.
we got some discussions here on SWC. Yeah.
All right,
So
we'll hold it. We'll hold it off for a little bit.
right here, topic number 2. SWC prelims are happening. What are your thoughts? That's actually topic number 2. So wait, so we just had the qualifying matches this weekend, right? Is that what it's called? Make it up, or what were they considered?
Prelims, yeah.
Prelims,
so
right.
basically
Prelims.
determining who goes to group stages.
All right, and then now is the group stages. And how many are there that are going into the group stage? It's
16.
16.
Yeah, 4 groups of 4, and then from there 8 go to the live event at the end of August.
which is the America's Cup, and then from there,
Correct.
2 from all the different regions will go to the finals in Paris.
To compete for a prize pool of $140,000.
140,000, but there's 210,000 total. So the other
Correct.
70K is split amongst these group stages, or
Regionals,
not
correct.
regionals.
Yeah, the different like Korea Cup, China Cup,
Cups,
or whatever
yeah.
it is. European
Ah.
Cup.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about this group stages happening this weekend then. Yeah, what is this group stage that's happening this weekend? Who's in it? Let's hear it. Obviously
I
Thompson.
don't know. I think I might have the hardest stage? Am I being biased?
I don't think you're being biased. I think you're right. It's Thompson, Invictus, Dreams Joseph, and Fall Panda. He's got a really stacked group. You saw Fall Panda with the Artemel, or not Artemel, Ragdoll, Viva Chow, Patter. You have Invictus with really good runes, but lacking some monsters. And then you have.
Wait, which ones is he missing? Tell me.
Go back and watch the VOD. I made some comments on what he's missing.
I'm just joking.
You probably know. And then what was it? Dreams Joseph, right? Last year's champion, right, for the America's Cup. So you can't overlook the champ. So and then you got Thompson, of course, with.
Wait, Thompson versus Dreams Joseph again?
Yeah. When they both win their first round, you see Thompson versus Dreams Joseph.
I need vindication.
Ooh, this is your revenge, dude. This is the comeback.
It's not revenge. It's vindication. It's not
vindication. All right, this is your comeback. Comeback, yeah. You gotta defeat him, sir. Yeah,
dude, I have to beat Invictus first. Invictus is tough, man. He's like a really smart pick and ban player. He knows his monsters. He's like One Punch Man, dude.
Honestly, I think I would probably have to give credit to every person that's gonna be competing that we see. Everybody should be given benefit of the doubt of very smart picks and bans, very solid rune draft. It's just who can pull it off and do it with the pressure.
Man. I'm not that
pull
good
it off with the pressure,
dude.
I
just throw my light and dark monsters out there, and then I'm like,
Okay, so you have a good pick and ban. You do not pick and ban good. Okay, you have a good pick and ban.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Just gotta change the wording for you.
That's pretty much what Fall Panda did his first match as well. I feel like
he won his first.
That would be a fun matchup
against Joseph.
No, it was during the prelims when Fall Panda played. When his like timer ran out and all the things.
Everything seems kind of a little bit maybe predictable, but Fall Panda and Joseph, that's kind of close, right? Or am I like crazy for saying that?
I think it's close, but I honestly favor Joseph a tiny bit because I think Joseph plays a little cleaner, and I think Joseph's runes might be a bit better.
I think he has the experience to deal with the LDs.
Yeah. I
Joseph's
think
pretty good at balancing threat.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be as nervous to play.
I feel like you can have experience against the LDs like Ragdoll, Potter, and all those on their own, but when they're together, it's another thing.
Yeah,
but you're gonna pre-ban one, so you deal with two, and then you're gonna ban one, so you're dealing with one. And Joseph also has a really, again, I think better runes, and he's a very good assessment of how to balance control and threat. And he'll be I think he'll be fine.
I mean, technically on paper, Joseph. I mean, in just that group of four. I mean, the seeding for just that group would basically be Joseph, then Thompson as second. Technically on paper, you know what I mean? Like in terms of like if you were betting or looking at it, So
man,
it's gonna be quite
interesting. Invictus is great, man. He's a good player.
The experience is actually a big factor that you're overlooking, dude. You playing last year in the tournaments, live or not live, you've been under the pressure. You've played it. These guys, they're coming into the tournament and they could be nervous, right? And it makes a huge difference. We've seen some really, really weird picks and bans and like skill selection choices during the matches.
Are you also like Truffle Salad and his
I'm not saying anything. You were saying something.
Well, I was about to say, even if some guys like Truffle Salad didn't have tournament experience,
right?
Except for one match, I thought Truffle Salad's picks and bans were pretty clean, actually.
Like,
and then there's some other players.
Any other monster other than Tetra, he would have won, right?
Yeah, I mean Tetra's not very good. I mean, but I'm saying like a lot of players, even without tournament experience, generally played very well, pretty clean. So, I think the experience matters, but it's not a live event either. You're offline, right?
Maybe that's true.
Like when I used to do King of the Hill, what I would do is for these players, I would literally write out what my first pick would be, and if I had a first pick, here's what their two counter picks are going to be. And if their first pick was X, my two counter picks would be Y and Z. So that's why when we were picking and banning, it's really quick. So you have your notes on hand and stuff.
Yeah.
Versus live, you don't have that. So I think there's a lot to fall back on when you play something like this. So experience matters a little less, and it's like more of nerves, right? Maybe some people aren't affected by nerves at all. So it's tough to quantify experience. You get experience by playing on the ladder and scrimming anyways. At the end of the day, RTA is RTA, and how your monsters play and how you proc or whatever. That's just how the game is. It doesn't change from setting to setting.
So I have a question for you. So the group stages are going to be the same, right? It's going to be double elimination again, and top 2 make it out.
Think of it like a winner's bracket, loser bracket type deal.
Okay. So winners go up
Yeah.
and they play each other to
Yep.
make it through, and then the losers play each other to play the loser of the winners.
Correct.
And
And
then,
then the winner of that goes and they basically
so
play
he gets
again.
a second chance to beat that
Correct.
top guy, or the loser has a chance to come back and play that top guy.
Correct.
So everybody has to lose twice to be out, basically.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's good.
You gotta
That's pretty
win
fair.
twice to be in.
And you have to win twice to be in.
Fair, very fair. Yeah, that's
I like it.
that's nice. I like it. Yeah, it's very good. Wait, you have to win twice to be in, but second place can win. Does also has to win twice?
No, you got to win once, and then you got to like win one more to make it to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're 2-1, you're in. If you're
Yeah.
1-2, you're out.
Oh.
If you're 0-2, you're out. Yeah.
So the loser, let's say the loser from the first 4, right? He beats the other loser, and then he beats the loser of the winners. He pretty much is going guaranteed then, whether he wins or loses, right?
Yeah,
he
it's
already
just
won
seeding
to-
at that point.
It's
It'll
just
be seeding, right? Because at that point, you don't want to go in. And you still want to think about seeding because like you don't want to go to America's Cup in first match. It's like, oh shit, I'm playing Thompson, right? Or like
Right.
first match, I'm playing Fame member. You still care about seeding. It matters.
Right. Wow. Okay. And it's gonna go on the course of the next 4 weeks, right? These prelims. I mean these group stages.
Correct. One for each week.
Okay.
I want to
And
give Faint Memory some props, man. Like he kind of wow,
then-
dude. He
I
played
felt
great,
for him,
man.
dude. I felt for him.
Huh?
Every time I saw a proc, I
Dude,
felt for him.
Did you
dude.
watch the match?
Which one?
Which one? Cuz or Tree or both?
No. Tree against Tree. Like that was like why? Cause but like Tree was like
Hmm.
yeah, that was he got procced on pretty hard. I think his Tree's friend went crazy, was on steroids.
There's also a lot of resist too by Tree on.
Tree's friend,
Match
whatever
too.
speed it was on, just double it. It was like if it's like 280 speed friend, just double that. That was Tree's friend.
told you,
That's
man.
how crazy it was.
Units
Yeah.
that move twice are good units, sir. Yeah, units that move twice are good units. Units that don't move
Man.
twice become trash units, sir.
Tree had like a 400 speed friend. It was like moving. It lapped twice every turn.
I mean, you're talking about a player that is literally on the grind, constantly going for runes and grinding runes all the time since the beginning of time. So he's only getting stronger year by year, man. And Sai has always been known for very crazy runes. So it only gets crazier day by day, man. It doesn't get any worse or stagnate with him. You know?
Yeah, well, the way runes work too, though, they kind of converge, right? So
Yeah.
while he's getting stronger, others are catching up. That's how it works. But he has his LDs,
There's a luck
right?
factor
He has
to
his
it as well.
LDs.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Luck is a
And you-
component.
Yeah.
of
You
skill.
also have to consider the like ancient runes now, because the ancient
True.
runes, like some of them can really blow the old runes out of the water.
Yeah, but that's luck too, right? You got to pull
Yeah.
like the rune and the gems and grinds, and they got to roll.
I
Exactly.
think
I got a
a
pretty
lot
good
of
one.
Ancient
Will,
runes
someone.
will make some monsters that utilize these ancient runes really good. Like the Oberon could use like a sick rage set, or like the Artemil could use a sick despair set.
There's
Yeah.
what are the 2 viable ones that are for PvP? Is it Rage and Will? Is there Will in there?
Yeah, Will is in.
Will
It's
and
the fairy one,
Despair.
right?
Despair
Yeah,
is
Will,
not
Will and
bad.
Despair.
There's
That's the
Despair.
ones. I see.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Yeah. So I'm excited for these SWC prelims to be taking place, or these group stages. Right. Prelims are kind of ending. I think the other regions are
Prelims
also doing their group stages, right? Obolongo
Yeah.
from EU.
Yeah, the Europe group stage. It's gonna
Just
be
a
the same
different time,
day.
right? Yeah. Same day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good luck,
So
every 2 weeks.
Are you
also.
playing?
No, I'm playing last group, and that's so Europe is doing it like every other week, and I'm in the last group, so it will be in the middle of August.
Okay.
So it's
I
pretty
think
close
our
to the like.
boy- I think our boy Shay Shizo is playing this weekend, right?
Yeah, Say is playing.
Ooh, good luck to him.
Oh, good luck to you. I think he's in the
Good
chat. I
luck.
think he's watching right now.
Good luck, man.
So good luck to you, man. Yeah, that's exciting. Like every week or something, we're gonna have something to watch. That's exciting. You know, waking up on a Saturday and being able to have something, some kind of awesome gameplay to watch is great. Excited.
I'm
Hey,
not excited, man.
I'm excited, dude.
I know Thompson's like, oh shit, you're fine, dude.
You got it, dude. You
You're
got
fine,
it.
dude. Just go Arda, Gianna, Nephthys. You're good.
Just don't overthink it and just
That's good,
just,
you're good.
just do what you're doing. You're very strong, sir. Very
You
strong.
saw that match? I just like slammed down Arda Gianna.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh yeah, he's just gonna slam these two and then worry about the last two
Oh
later.
my god.
Yeah, just win, dude. Just win. That's all you have to do. So simple.
Yeah, we'll
easy,
see if,
easy. Just gotta win.
We'll see if Comtos does a surprise balance patch this Friday.
No, they're not. There's no way. Dude. It's
I-
in the middle
I-
of tournament.
I doubt it. Like we kind of discussed before in past podcasts. If they do a balance patch, I think it's gonna pertain to maybe second awaken units, and it's not gonna hit anything major. That's my opinion. It might hit certain units that are like trash that might make them viable. So then maybe we see some surprise picks in the tournament. But I feel it's not gonna be anything major. And if it is, then shoot. All right, it's like Leica all over again. Yeah, from the first year. All right, let's move on to topic number 3 here. Okay, well, I put $210,000 prize pool, but topic number 3 is $210,000 prize pool. Who do you think is gonna win? That's a big question. Who do you think's gonna
What
win?
would you do with the money?
That's a second question. That's a for fun question after, right? We can all answer that. All right, but who do you think will win first? That's first off.
The
Yeah, I
whole
think we
thing?
have 3 different predictions at least.
Yeah, we can predict who is gonna win. Who's gonna win each cup? We can predict also who's gonna win the whole thing. Sure, we can do like 2 different predictions.
You guys going first on that one.
All right, go. Topa, you can go first.
Oh shoot. Okay. Well, America's Cup, I think either Thompson or Sai is gonna win it.
That's the wrong answer. Topa, you're supposed to say me. What is this crap, dude? Come on,
No,
bro.
I'm not gonna win it.
Come
You're
on,
lucky to make it
Topa.
there. You're lucky to make it there.
Okay.
You saw my games against Barian. Come on now. But for EU, I think it's gonna be Say or Obo. It's gonna win it, and then I don't even know who's in Asia. There's like way too many cups for Asia. Like I legit don't know who's in Asia.
Yeah, do we know how many cups there are? There's like
Asia's tomato, right?
There's like
Asia's
Japanese.
tomato.
There's like
Is
Asia
tomato
Pacific.
in it?
Tomatoes in it?
I heard? No? I don't know. I haven't
think
been
so.
following. I
I
thought
don't know.
tomatoes in it.
Yeah, they have like Asia Pacific, they have Asia West, Asia North, Asia South, Japan, China, Japan, Singapore, but like there's like 50 different ones. I don't even know how many tournaments they're doing, man. It's like I don't even know who's gonna make it through. Yeah, but all we
Yeah,
know there's just a
yeah, I
couple
don't know
guys that are
who's-
making it through. He's not playing. Oh, is he not playing at all? Shacey's out.
Oh, he's not playing. Okay.
He didn't play last year either, so I doubt it.
How come How to Play didn't play?
Camera
didn't-
shy?
Camera Shy, you think so?
Probably.
They didn't sign up. That's the reason why they didn't get in, right? Or else they have to be in. They would have been in.
Yeah, it
I don't
is.
know. I just know SWC, each region is governed by a different office, so we don't have insight into that either.
Ah, I see.
I've asked.
Uh,
I don't know.
Obolongo, who do you think is going to win this?
For the EU one or NA first?
Either, and then the whole thing.
Okay, so for EU, I would probably say same as Topa. I would say that me, Say, and probably Dark Lord as well.
Confidence,
Nice.
baby. I like that. You see
Obaba
that?
with the confidence.
Yeah, to be
He was
realistic,
rocking,
confidence.
he was rocking rank 3 on the ladder as of last night, so that's where he gets that
I was
confidence.
actually ranked 1.
right?
He was ranked
One.
one.
He was
Okay.
ranked one.
I stand corrected. Legend in the house.
Well, how many points is that right now? What is number 1? How many points? It's not Guardian yet, right? Is there that many points out already?
I think there is
Mm,
17 something.
It's like Guardian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2,
now it's
Guardian 1.
that. But first reset it was like 1668.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it was
it's
just
almost
below
Guardian.
Guardian.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Getting there. Nice, dude. Nice. I heard you had a 27-3 RTA streak the other day. Is that true?
Yeah, it was something like that for the. this one.
27-3. Yeah, the last time I've done 27-3 in anything in my life. Never.
Was
So, anyways.
Ramahan in your 27-3 run?
Rama was not in there, but I was testing some
Oh,
stuff as well.
disappointed.
So I was surprised that I still had such a good record while trying stuff. Because you start off with Lauren as well.
That's
And
awesome.
it was pretty
dude.
nice.
So who do you think is gonna win the NA, and who do you think is gonna take it all?
Okay,
Like,
so for Americas, I think, because like Europe's cup it's pretty close in terms of like every participant.
Mhm.
But I feel like the Americas one is more top heavy. So I have like 4 picks that I would say 4 or 5 picks
Mm-hmm.
that could go really far. And I would say Sai, Feint, Thompson, Topa, and probably. I mean, Dreams Joseph won it last time, but I think it's gonna be harder this time around.
so if you had to put all
That
your
would be something
marbles,
like
if you had to
mine,
put all your marbles onto one
If you had
guy,
to bet your account on one guy,
who would you do it on? You were forced to. You're forced to bet on one guy. Who you gotta put it on? We can look back at this podcast in the future and see who's actually right with everything.
Okay, so there's. Okay, so it depends if Feint picks Mav or not, I would say.
So if he picks Mav, he's out, basically.
Like, I really like Feint's pick and ban. So
Yeah.
Feint would be one of my topics. But he also has a lackluster box compared to others, so it's hard to say.
Oh, did he not pull out the ragdoll for? Oh, sorry. Wait, my bad. Anyways, what do you think?
Artemel,
Thompson?
what?
Artemel, what?
You toy?
You toy?
Patter who?
Who? What do you think, Thompson? EU side, NA side, taking it all. Who you got your money on?
I like Obo, DGP, and
DGP?
Shake.
You shan't.
Yeah, I don't know. They got it last year, so I'm gonna root for my friends. And any side, that's hard because I'm in it. But
You gotta put yourself in there, man.
I'm alright, man. I like Tiger. No one spoke about him yet. Tiger's pretty good. Feint definitely one of the top ones, and for sure Sai because of his clean pick and bans and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm. Do you think Tiger will be using Tian Lang since that changed to it back again?
Ooh, that's tough. I know. I
tough,
think
yeah.
it's situational.
I think it's one of those things you kind of have in your back pocket to whip out, but you don't like proactively pick it up.
Because he was
You know
like
what I
proactively playing it on prior seasons, right? But I'm curious to see how he comes into play now. What do you think, Making about? Oh, actually, wait. Did you say who you think's gonna win the whole thing? Like you gotta put your account on one guy. You're forced to.
I
guy.
you know, Sai got legend. You know, so I'm gonna go for Sai. Yeah.
Respectable.
Topa would be good too. Like Topa's like always solid. You know, and
Yeah,
like RNG. There's always RNG too, so anyone could win, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. 22%.
Yeah,
Like
make
I
sure
never heard of this like Invictus, dude. His runes are great, man. This guy is crazy. Yeah, he's a good player.
Have fun on Saturday.
Yeah, I
I
know,
can't
man.
wait to cast that.
Yeah, that's gonna. That's,
Same with like
I've screamed him like 15 times in one session when I was testing my Bulwark, so I had a feel for
Okay.
like a feel for it. He drafts pretty solid, man,
yeah, he's a good player.
and his runes are pretty good, man.
Also,
I was trying to
like,
like I couldn't force pick the Bulwark because he was kicking my ass, and I had to like actually like not pick the Bulwark as much because I could.
You're gonna lose, Chris. You know,
Yeah.
you force pick Ophelia every game, you're gonna lose. I tried
No,
that,
I just pulled it, and I was like, oh, I gotta try this shit, you know,
Oh yeah.
just to learn it. You know what I mean? And then I was like, oh no, I'm getting my ass kicked. I don't like that. And then so I had to actually play.
Bulwark's one of those monsters you can't force pick Bulwark, you know.
No, you can't.
And you
No,
probably
you
want to
can't.
play against someone with a wider variety of monsters
Yeah.
versus like, you know, Invictus, you know.
Yeah, actually, yeah, and Bulwark's one of those monsters people actually overpick. You actually only need to pick them into like 2 monsters.
Also, I'll tell you this. Maybe Invictus will feel better about this. Like, if you have LNDs, your runes aren't as good as people without LNDs because your units have runes have to be more spread, right? Versus
this
like,
is true.
yeah. So
That's
like,
true.
you know, maybe
So
just putting
technically-
all your runes.
Technically, LDs put you at a disadvantage, is what you're saying. that's what I'm hearing.
So
That's what I'm hearing.
He's actually an underdog in this tournament.
Right, Thompson's the underdog.
And that's why How to Play didn't beat Tree, because the How to Play was at a disadvantage.
Too many
With the,
LDs.
the too many
runes
LD
spread
net fives.
You guys are
That's
so
right.
kappa, man. This is
All right, I understand now. That
No, but-
makes sense.
I know what you're saying, though. It makes sense to an extent, right? Runes have to be more spread, but
Yeah, it does.
yeah.
to an extent, for
Also-
an endgame player, you should have enough runes where you can probably rune everything up very solidly, though. I would say your rune pool is probably pretty solid. Though.
And understanding of the monsters too and everything like that.
Mhm.
Like Truffle Salad was a really good player. He was he like the way he pick and ban and the way he drafts is he surprised me, man. The way like not just against me but against you know, his second round and whatever, he's really good. Yeah. Surprised me.
But that was also kind of like I had Empte going pretty far, and I was very like surprised that that didn't happen. Disappointed, surprised.
Man, anything could happen, you know.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, I actually wanted to see him go further as well, but you know, it happens. It happens.
But I think it's also important to note, like with LDs, the thing is with LDs, even though you have to rune them as well, like they're outside your like shared rune pool with the opponent. So if you steal units from the opponent, you still have your rune pool, but they lose their rune pool when you take a unit, because they can steal your runes off your LDs, and that's also important to note.
So Bob was saying that LDs actually put you at an advantage. Is actually what he's
This is a conflicting statement.
That's what I'm learning.
Interesting. So
but-
these statements are both non-biased, right? From the player who doesn't have many LDs and the player who does have many LDs. Non-biased statements by both. Who to believe, chat?
I mean, last podcast was pretty biased with the Han, so I guess I do have LDs.
Man has more LDs than I do.
I mean,
it's
that's
about,
kinda
it's
not
about the
fair to
quality,
say
my
about,
friend. It's about the quality, Topa.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know.
To be honest, it's kinda-
I'll trade you 2 for 1. I'll trade you my 2 for your 1.
I feel like that's kind of not fair to say about MT, man, because anything could happen. It's like Summoner's War, you know? Like, there's always that 22%, and, you know, anything could happen. Next week, I could be on podcast, and I could be, like, last place. I don't know, man.
You can't be last place. You already made it through to the prelims, sir. I mean, the group stage.
Yeah,
Right.
last stage in group.
True.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, I was disappointed. I was like rooting for him.
But like honestly,
MT's a friend of
it
mine.
depends on the
Us.
player's performance on that particular day as well. You know what I mean? MT's a good player. We know he has a solid account. It's just his
I don't-
performance on a particular day or the luck on his particular day. For
I don't
example,
know.
Sai tried to get legend multiple times, right? And he failed so many times until now, right? It's just the performance on
Yeah.
that particular day.
I
That's all
agree.
it is. Yeah.
But I don't know, like, MT, I feel like maybe he might be not trying that hard because some matches he brought Baladian, right? And,
Yeah, that's true.
Ilania was, like, good, but, you know, it could have been a better monster than Ilania, right?
You mean the
Yeah, so
like,
maybe it wasn't
like
trying that
right?
hard, I felt
The
like.
LNO, yeah.
Yeah,
Eleanor, sorry, yeah.
No, I got you. Yeah, makes sense. What about you,
Well,
making about? What are your? Oh, go ahead, Topa. Were you gonna add
Well,
something?
MT was saying that because he's in my guild, right? He said that he was like out of practice without LDs.
Hmm.
So, you know, those got pre-banned. So I feel like he was kind of like force picking the LNO almost.
Hmm.
That kind of put him in a pretty bad spot because he was like left side buff remover, really.
Exactly.
And, like,
That's how I
LNO
felt.
again, it doesn't really do anything at that point. So
So like what Lucky's saying here, not a very solid draft, as well as got RNG'd as well. So those two factors made it pretty
yeah, I
difficult.
mean, he
for
also
him to
did pick
win.
a Tiana with 3 runes in the last game. So
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh, what?
yeah, his Tiana had 3 runes on it.
Tiana had 3 runes.
Yep.
That's awkward.
Was it the wrong one, or he just didn't have the runes on that Tiana? He forgot.
He didn't have runes on it.
Oh my
Forgot.
gosh. Oof. Monk ass.
I don't know. At that point, it's like, you know, last game, you know, you have to win or you're out. So probably nerves are getting to you at that point. And yeah, I don't know. It's
Unlucky.
unfortunate.
Mistakes.
I think he was just trying to, like, rile up the crowd with, like, Baladian and Eleanor and stuff like
Yeah.
that, right? So
Mhm.
he was the people's champ, you know?
Yeah.
Hats off to.
It'll be like when Fate Memory decides to bring in Mav or other special tactics that he was
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
about. It'll be like that.
I think he'll do it, but it has to be at the opportune situations, like actually where it will function well. Yeah. What are your thoughts, making about EU, NA, and total overall?
All right. I don't know who's in Asia, but if like EU, I think Obabo and Sei Shizo, probably the top two coming out, like hands down. I think it's pretty clear. NA is tough, dude. I would say NA, you gotta I can't, it's hard for me to say two, like very top heavy. I think some really strong ones would be Tiger, if he practices a bit more. I don't think Tiger's been laddering very much, so I think maybe he's been busy with family or maybe he's been scrimming, I don't know, but I think he needs a little bit more practice. And I would say Thompson, very good chance, good runes, and he's going to wear red, so he's going to have that RNG on his side. And then you got Faint Memory. I think I really like his picks and bans, and Tree, obviously. I think Topa's got a chance too, but with the Yanhong pre-ban, I do think Topa does get hurt a little bit, so he's definitely aware of that. But Topa's play is very clean, and he has the Oki. But I think what hurts Topa most is missing a certain red monster. I think hurts him probably more so than anything. So that's probably the
Real
toughest
name.
part.
Yeah, Sekhmet. Sekhmet was
so-
pretty
so-
predominant last
yeah.
year.
So-
Oh, not Sekhmet. Oh, my bad.
So that hurts him a lot more than the Yanhong pre-ban actually, and so I think like unless he pulls that, I think it's honestly like tougher. He's going to need a little bit of a little luck sacking going on, but I think it's possible. Like, and it's not going to be like a 22%. I think he's got a higher chance than that, but he needs that red monster.
Yeah, just wait.
because
Just
that
wait
red
until
monster
he
really
whips it
good
out.
now.
He whips it out. Yeah, like, oh, Vanessa, baby.
And then, I mean, I guess if I were to narrow it down, I do think if I were to tier it off, I would say Thompson Faint probably has the two biggest chances out of this. And then if Tiger practices a lot, I'd give him a better chance than like, of the four. But I think Faint heavily outdrafted Tree, actually. Like, it wasn't close. Very heavily outdrafted. I just got Lux acted very hard with resists and procs. So that was pretty consistent play from him. So if he keeps that up, I actually think Feint beats Tree. And then I think of those that are moving on to win the whole thing, I don't know. It's tough, man. I would root for Faint Memory just because if he wins, he owes us all dinner. We've already talked about this ahead of time. So
Damn.
Steak and Lobster on Faint Memory.
Damn.
But we'll see. I mean, I just want good matches, lots of RNG, lots of fun picks. I would love to see a Mav in there or some other special tactics that involve many dogs.
I could see you picking it in a best out of 5. In a best out of 5, I think I'd see him picking it. Best out of 3 is a little rougher.
I think if best out of 5, if he's up 2-0, he'll take it. I think any other situation.
100%. He might even take something even more radical than that, to be honest.
My
Just to
biggest
mess
line.
around.
I mean, he's pledged. He has about 50 subs pledged to his channel. If he picks like couple special things going in. So.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, we won't expose those. For me, I'm pretty excited to see these. I'm not sure he's gonna win though. I mean, I'd like to see Albabu and Seychelles take it for EU. NA, I think I've been always a huge fan of Psy Tree. So I'm always rooting for him. So hopefully he has a good performance because he has a hard time performing, and it's been shown in the past, right? But he has some of the most experience out of any other player out there, especially when it comes to more of the live events than anything. But yeah, I would love to see Feint win. I'd love to see Thompson, duke it out. I'd like to see you battle it out, and of course Topa, yeah, very clean player. So hopefully, right, you get some more units, right? Or maybe you do. Oh, maybe Topa's got it in the back. You don't know. Yeah, you gotta be.
Well, if he does pull that red unit, his chances go up dramatically. Congratulations.
Oh, does it have speed on it? Switch slot 5.
What's flip?
Speed slot 5.
I think. Is it?
Yeah, four
Nice.
speed. 4 speed. I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice,
There's
dude.
no way that rune could go wrong.
Dude, congratulations
Yeah. I
on
mean, it's already
36%. Congratulations on
Oh, yeah,
36%
4,
HP.
but,
All right. So moving on to the next question here. What would you do with the money if you had a $210,000 prize pool and you won? What would you do with it? I'm curious. It's a random question. Doesn't really have to pertain to summoners or at all. Right. Random question for you there. We'll start off with.
I'll just say this: winner gets a lot. The first prize is very high.
How much is it?
I don't think it's been
public.
publicly released, but it's very
Oh,
high.
so
Yeah,
they're
it's
still
made
they're
publicly
probably
released.
still deciding on the percentage or how much then. I see. So it's
I
a
would
large
assume
amount though.
I would assume it's
Yes.
100K. But
Okay. So let's assume
don't
it's
know.
100K then. Let's take an assumption 100K. We assume it's 100K. What would you do with 100K, Obabo?
I mean, there would be
Doesn't
like
have to do
2
with someone's work.
options.
Okay.
One would be to
Things
just
you can't say on
get
stream.
an apartment, at least like have it as a part of an apartment, like the 100K. And the
Nice.
other option would be to like go party and go.
Nice.
Very nice. I'm assuming that anybody that wins the 100,000 will continue their $600 to $900 subscription to come to us monthly. What about you, Thompson? What would you do with 100,000, sir?
probably gonna save it, man, or just go to the family, stuff like that. Yeah.
Nice answer.
How about you, Topa? Oh, this
Yeah.
is a
We
different
have the
perspective.
smart answer, and then we have the answer that people want to hear, right? Mine is,
This kid's
college,
going to
right?
college. He's gonna have fun.
College, and then the
College.
answer that people want to hear is probably more towards the party side and the investment into back in the game side, right?
Oh, so what
Yeah.
you're trying to say is you're not gonna be partying with no Bud Light. You're gonna be partying with some Heineken and Coronas, but premium, right? Oh wait, that's underage drinking. Never mind. I don't condone this.
No. See, I would have enough to fly to a
College
place
drinking.
where I'm not underage anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Good answer. Good
I have
answer.
my friends out there too,
Good
Yeah.
answer.
I'll go to Louis Pizza vlog.
Yeah, no instant ramen for you in college, right? It's all gonna be pizza and premium food, huh? What about you, Making What would you do with a
Well, I'm not getting 100, so there's no way I'll play.
What would you do with 100K then? Since it's a
What would
random
I do
question.
with
out
it?
there.
I
Yeah.
mean, similar to Thompson, just probably take my family to like vacation or like do something for family. Maybe buy the wife some food, buy the wife some like bags or something
Some
like that.
food? Did you just say buy your wife
I
some food?
was
You
gonna
not
say,
feed
like,
your
take
wife?
her- I was gonna say like take her out to like some
Oh,
nice
okay.
dinner.
Wait, you don't feed your wife? What is this?
No, no, we go out to eat a lot actually, but take her to some like really fancy like things like that and buy her some stuff. Buy my family stuff. Mom, dad, brother.
Nice, real nice.
Buy a couple packs.
couple
Maybe
packs.
more than a couple. Maybe more than a couple.
Mm.
With whatever's left. With whatever's left, if there's any.
Let's see. If I won 100,000, which would never happen, I would probably move to Hawaii. Anyways, on to the next question.
Nice.
It'd probably be to just save up, right? That's a smart thing to do with it. I probably would actually be smart and allocate a certain percentage that I'm okay with spending for Summon Resort, and then I'll leave that there. And every time there's something of interest that I want to buy, I'll use that, and that will be my funds, and I won't feel bad as well about spending it. I guess you can say, right? All right, moving on to the next topic here. Topic number 4. Yeah, pretty simple one. New RTA season has started. As we just discussed, Obolongo had a crazy 27-3 session. Yeah, ranked number 1 is well up there. Guardian this season is going to have a Dragon Transmog. It's also going to have these Butterfly Wing Auras and a Elia mount, which entitles some kind of little mysterious thing with butterflies on it. What are you guys' thoughts on this? On these upcoming rewards. Are they better? Are they worse? Do you think people are
Dragon's
want
sick.
them?
The dragon looks real nice.
Does it?
I don't like the dragons.
Can't wait.
What? How do you
I don't-
not like the dragon?
Here we go.
I mean, it's okay, but I think it's like the worst RTA transmog.
No, it's not the worst RTA transmog. Worst. You guys are gonna hate me for this. I wasn't crazy about the Dragon Knight.
Hey, me too. I hated
Yeah,
that
there we go, Tofa. All right, I'm not alone. I
Wow.
wasn't
I
crazy about the Dragon
Knight
Knights.
either, but I like it more than the dragons.
But now
No
it's not just about the
way.
transmog, but the animations too, because the transmog might now
Yeah,
look
that's-
good.
Yeah.
Might be
Yeah.
sick.
True. I
Dragons.
gotta see the animation.
Yeah.
Dragons
Yeah.
have a lot of potential. True. Dragon Knights, there's no animation, so I mean it's understandable. There's nothing crazy about
I
them,
mean,
right?
The torrent is pretty crazy, I think.
Oh, is
the
it? I
dragon.
haven't looked
Yeah.
at it.
That's nice. That's nice.
But I think Seraph looks good. But I think the others are a little bit.
And
I think the color scheme is off.
and
for
don't
anyone
forget,
but-
that means the dragons might get a buff. Like Dark
Mm.
Dragon users out there, you know?
Yeah,
Color.
true.
Woo, exciting.
Yeah,
Dark-
Cyrus
Dark-
strip.
Maybe skill 1 will actually become something besides just the highest multiplier skill in the game. Skill 1, highest multiplier skill 1 in the game, right? It might
Still not
become something
usable.
else.
Still
Yeah.
not usable.
I know, but it's not something, right, that they've given it. Do you guys think the neck of the dragon's too short? I compared it to the other dragon, and I feel like it looks stubby. Like, go look at it right now. I swear to God.
Look at the neck.
Yeah, because I looked at because my current dragon transmog is that other one, right? And when you click to the other transmog, the guardian one, the neck just goes, hey, it becomes like a little midget dragon. I don't know. The neck is like
Wait, what?
like cut in half. I don't know. It just feels like to me. I think that's why it looks a little off. And looking at it straight forward, the dragon, the mouth looks really weird. But when you look from the side, it looks okay. It looks fine. It's
Oh,
just
looked
that,
good to me, man. This
Oh.
thing. I was looking more at like the wings though, and all that. Like, looked kind of like armor or something. It looked like pretty cool, man.
that is nice.
Yeah.
I kind of
I
like
think,
the new neck.
people-
Actually.
You like
What's
the
up?
neck?
Yeah, I like the neck.
All right.
But I don't
Interesting.
like the rest too much.
I really like the butterfly wings though. Those are really sick.
The aura, yeah. How's that gonna look on a fairy king though? It's like double.
Yeah,
wings?
exactly. Everything's a
It's
fair.
kind of weird, right? The last auras were pretty sick. These ones are a little interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like this Horus though. I like wings. So
I like this mixture of opinions. This is nice. Can we all? What do you all think about the Elia mount though?
how's that
I
even
need to check
mount?
that out.
I didn't really.
Yeah. They need to make that a bigger part of the game. Like mounts don't really matter.
What mounts are great, dude. Yeah, I swear to God, depending on what your mount is, should affect your summon rates, my friend.
I think the last cool one was that like big dark dragon. You know, I don't know. It's like a
Yeah, that one's cool.
Dark dragon. Yeah, that one's the
Mm.
last cool one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the lucky pig. Wait,
Oh yeah.
that's
I like that one
Okay, I
too.
like that
Well,
mount,
the
but that's not
football?
a RTA one. That's a pay to win one. But the lucky pig is by far like the cutest thing, dude. I swear
Did
that
you like
thing
the new
brings so
one,
much good luck.
the Axwell or something? What's it called?
Axolotl.
Axolot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Axolot. That was really cute. That's like literally the whole value of the pack. True, false.
Still a bit.
That's like, I bet you over half the people that bought the pack really just wanted the mount, right? The bonus crystals and everything else was like nice, but
Or
That
the
mount was
article
just
that
really
comes with it. The chance.
the chance. All right, so with the RTA season starting, anything interesting happened so far, or are you guys seeing pretty much the standard gameplay from the beginning here? Are people trying things out? Anything weird?
I
Nothing?
see the same shit, but I'm
Yeah.
I'm building a new comp, but it's taking me like a week to build. But I'm building a new team that I want to try out.
Is this public information yet, or is it a surprise?
Well, I'm trying to work in Eludia into my comp here, and
Ah.
kind of have a comp where I can run Gani Hathor and choose to cleave you or not, like with like a 310, 315 Bastet. But I don't know if I A, have the runes for that, and B, I don't know if it's actually going to work in practice. But I would love to be able to run a Ludia and then kind of use that to set up my comp. But we'll see.
This is the best time to test it out.
I don't know if you guys think that. I don't know if you guys think that's garbage to go like very fast Vio, like switch my Gani Hathors from a Swift Hathor down to like Vio, like 280-ish Vio, and then with the Ludia supporting up top, and then a fast Bastet. Then I have speed leads, and then the rest of the comp kind of fills in. But that's the concept. It's like I can cleave you. And,
I like that, but you might need a speed lead, right? Too.
Yeah. I mean, I have the Vanessa. I also have Tableau and Sierras and all that stuff. Standard. But rather than opening up quick with like Gani Hathor at like 290, 300, it'll be like down to 280, 275.
It's more aggressive of a draft.
That would just be like a rich man's Gani Hathor comp. Like you just have good runes,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Obabo? Is that like just slowing me down for no reason, or what do you think?
I would kind of prefer your current playstyle, because I feel like a comp like that, it's pretty weak into like Juno, Leo, stuff like that. Since there's no sustain apart from Busted Shield.
I guess, but I was thinking like I could throw in a Lucian too if I wanted, like a Busted and a Lucian type stuff, or Zyros.
I mean, it
would literally depend on how the draft goes, and then my Water Monkey would go from being 299 Vio broken to like 285 Vio but on crit damage build. And this is like the Ludia would open up for my Shiho as well to go skill 2 on a crit damage build.
Yeah,
I think that would be a really good comp to like push for Legend in Special League. We have the pre-ban. But for normal, it's going to be harder, I think.
Yeah, like
and that's what I noticed.
All right, I will test and report back results.
Yeah.
Your testing is going to be good because if you have like 6 monsters that's going to move in front of the opponent, your chance of winning.
Yeah, that's the reason why I tried that is because everyone tends to be slower than me usually, right? But then when they're full will, I get kind of boned. So the Eludia kind of like the option to add an Eludia or to even just cleave them outright just changes that. If I can flex in from Gani into Bastet, Vanessa, Eludia, Lucian, or something.
I do like Eludia and Tableau, like because if Tableau stuns himself, Eludia could push it back up and stuff. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, like Topo was saying it too. Your 30 wings will go by faster though, and they'll probably be a lot of fun. They'll be a lot of fun to do, right? And that's part of the game. So
we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's like also like Eludia's a monster that I have that not many other people have ruined up. So
or they don't decide to not rune them up because it's Eludia. The low base speed makes it so hard, but you have the rune quality.
You know how to make that comp have more sustain, Chris?
Yeah.
Instead of Hathor, bring in John.
Oh god. Oh god.
You'd be first picking John like me.
No. You're right. That's actually not bad too. It's a fair point. That's actually like because Hathor becomes awkward if I want to mix in a Lucian, but if I have a Jean, it's actually pretty viable.
Yeah.
But my runes suck, so I only have X amount of runes I can put around.
Okay, your runes suck.
Okay. Starts off for the conversation. Most people are slower than me. My runes suck.
If you set the standard, then everyone under you is like.
No, man, I only have runes for a couple monsters, and then the quality just
no, it's not like that. That's not Chris.
To your standards, he has high standards. Make it has some high standards.
I don't know. Swap's not giving me many builds. I have like 95 efficiency units coming out. No, I lie.
No worries. All right, we'll hop into the last topic here. We got a couple minutes left, about 5-10 minutes left here. Open discussion, kind of whatever you guys want to bring up and discuss here. Could be RTAs, could be about tournaments, could be some questions in the chat that we've never answered before that you guys want to bring up. Feel free to bring it up, or anything that you guys ever wanted to discuss and get our opinions on.
Okay, I wanted to, since I saw this in chat from Earthbeard, since we brought up like a mount section having a use, he had a pretty cool suggestion, I thought. So it had like so the mounts would have like a 24-hour timer, and each mount would have like a bonus effect, like he said like 5% XP or 5% more crystals or something like that.
Or 10 more speed on all your units.
Oh. That's actually pretty fair, especially if it's RTA reward, because you only need to have 1,100 points to achieve it. So that's pretty accessible by literally everybody in the game. 1,100 points, which is a base minimum. There's no percentage that are in Fighter 1. It's just a base 1,100, you're Fighter 1. So that would be interesting, right? 1% EXP. I don't think it will be stats, though. I think it'll be EXP or gold or energy recovery or maybe a boost in energy cap, right? 5.
Yeah, probably something like that. That would be cool, though.
I like it. It adds a bit of random, like the random element to the game. Keeps things fresh.
I have a issue I do want to address.
Gold. I meant mana. Okay, mana. Same thing. Go ahead, Thompson.
Thompson's got an issue.
Here we go.
A huge issue. No, like I never knew it was an issue until I watched the Jubagel video about people leaving RTA because of a matchmaking system. And I think it's a huge issue we need to bring up, you know, because we need to get more people to play RTA, not less people to play RTA. And the points are very valuable. I there's no impact on me, but I could see in other ranks, it's a huge issue. So hopefully, like, you know, fixing the RTA rewards. Now I understand what people are like buffing RTA rewards, like how, you know, it's a big deal, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should at least give
matchmaking
you a
system.
Devilmon, right? Every week, at least give me a Devilmon.
But here's the thing, like if Devilmon is a prize, will people be farming that? And would it make matters worse?
So I've already asked them before if they're ever gonna release Devilmons into RTA shop. They said no, it will never be in there.
That
So-
doesn't make sense to me too much, only because like I think people will be like dropping down to farm the Devilmon.
Right. So I think the issue is not trying to increase the rewards or change the rewards, because that doesn't fix the issue, right? It's only going to make people do it more, like what you're saying. What they need to fix now is maybe they can do that, but they also need to really address the matchmaking, right? When we start a new season, we should take longer to match up and match people that are, you know, the same as last season's rank. Or if there's going to be bad matchups, maybe the first week or two, right? That's normal in any game, right? The new season, you're going to get some bad matchups because it's a new season, right? But later on, mid and end season, the matchmaking needs to be better. It needs to take longer, and you need to get a match that is closer to your rank. Yeah, that's a big must, in my opinion, especially for the lower rank players, for sure.
Yeah, I don't mind waiting an extra 30 seconds, not 30 minutes, 30 seconds not to fight against a C3 player. I would be cool with that. And I'm sure they would be cool not to fight against me too.
And second point that needs to be addressed is the MMR, right? Or this hidden MMR or whatever it is. When you do battles, depending on how many total battles you've done that season, I think that should be a factor that they need to calculate, which will affect the amount of points you gain. This will make it so less people will smurf, quote unquote, go down into lower ranks and farm the fighters, which are really making the fighters not want to do RTA, or the conquerors not want to do RTA because it sucks, right? You're not going to even win the match. You're going to get paired up with a Guardian. But if the Guardian chooses to do that,
balancing that kind of stuff.
what's that?
How are other games balancing that kind
Like,
of stuff?
if you want to take example, League of Legends, right? If you do a lot of matches over time, they have what you call hard stuck. You get stuck in a rank because the amount of gain and loss is, you know, not as it was at the beginning when you were just starting off the season, right? You just don't gain as much or lose as much because you've already lost so much and done so many games. So to get out of that means that the system is telling you, hey, you've done X amount of matches already. So, and if you're still here, this is where you belong. If you want to get out of here, you need to do exceptional amount of work to get out of there, right? And this will affect players because with the increase in, you know, reward system and giving better rewards, players will have to dictate, oh man, if I go down there, do I have enough time, or do I want to invest the amount of time to get back up to Guardian, right? It's not going to be easy for me anymore with my limited amount of wings to do, right?
I think another big part of it is like giving other people the incentive to do RTA again too, right?
Yep.
So how will we give
LD scroll,
players-
LD pieces, dude. LD pieces or LD scrolls on.
LD scroll.
Right, something like that, right? Give me a couple LD pieces, like two pieces a week, or kind of like what they did with the guild shop. I think that's fair too for RTA.
Yeah, 4-star Devil One is an option I've been pushing for a while, but they did state they probably won't be putting the Devil Ones into the shop. Maybe 4-star Blessings as an option inside that RTA shop. That'll get more of the players that are fighter and conquerors to play, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And the
think
other
you're
thing
right.
is, the other thing they need to do, and is revert the point system back or find some sort of middle ground, because at the end of the season, dude, like playing and only getting 4 points a wing kind of sucks. Like it's a grind to do 30 wings a day. It's a real big grind.
Well, I mean, if you get matched in your respective ranks and you don't get matched with people too far out, it doesn't let you farm lower ranked players for points. Meaning you have to farm the top players. Meaning that the points are not.
Sure, I'm
moving
saying
as
currently
quickly.
right now though. Like if
Right,
I
okay.
fight a C3 versus G2, the win loss is the same, right?
Right.
And then if I fight a how to play, I would get 7 points for winning and
7.
lose 3 if I lose, which is kind of BS, right?
But do you think that's do you think that's the problem here? I think the problem is people leaving, right?
I mean, I think all of it's a problem. I think all of these things are issues. Like a lot of your mid-tier to even top-tier players are just not doing RTA as much either, right? Engagement, right? So that is also an issue with engagement too. It's like, oh shit, I got to do all these wings, well, I'll just never try. And you just
Exactly.
never
I feel
try.
like the thing with leaving is like if you fix that, then everyone's gonna auto, and it's gonna be even worse if you ask me.
That's true as well. A lot of people just leave their phones there and it just autos.
Yeah, because then not only does like the match take forever, but like I don't know, you feel even worse, I guess.
Yeah.
Then they just need to implement that kind of AFK thing. You know, if you auto farm or whatever, or you farm, sometimes you get that message, "Hey, answer this question." And if you don't answer it correctly or whatever, you get potentially flagged. I don't know what they do with that, but maybe something for RTA as well, so people just don't auto off that. They gotta make a revamp.
The thing is, like, how do you make RTA like fun? You know, so like people, it's not like a chore for people to do it. How do you make people come back and do more of it? That's the question, you know.
I mean, that's always the end goal of any game. I mean, even without rewards, people should have
Like
fun
the
playing
problem
games.
is not fun for people to like play against people so much better than them, you know. Like RTA, the concept is fun. You could play against people, but then the fact that you're like someone C1 could play against someone G3 and get spanked like that is not fun.
You know what would be fun? No. This is more for upper level, I guess.
Finding someone your own like rank is fun. Like that's a start. That's like the least they could do.
Well, like changing your portrait or saying some way where if you're in chat, you can change your board of your. You know how like, someone showed me a screenshot, but if you make it past into regionals or whatever it is, or into worlds or whatever, you get this name on your icon or icon on your name that says like champ or whatever it is. Yeah, I think Obaba, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, but if they could color code your name according to like your RTA rank in chat, that would be cool. And I think that would encourage people to get a color, right? Rather than just be white. White colored, you could have like green colored for like challenger, and or brown colored for challenger and up. That would be cool.
I think that would be cool for you, but then not cool for like C3. Like who's gonna I'm gonna come back and just like I'm gonna rank.
Yeah, that's why I kind of paused. I was like, maybe not.
That color for a fighter. Like we're talking about people.
I think it has to be a different category, like something totally different that the other parts of the game don't have. Like that's like maybe not recycling old shit too. Like maybe you can just maybe I can't say the word shit, but maybe
you can say whatever you want, dude.
No, in practice in commentating, side story, I once said the word balls deep in practice, and I kind of I'm like, can I say that? And then I got this like, no, you can't. So I was like, oh shit, can't say that. Got to clean it up. So I do. I am cognizant of what I say on air. But yeah, so it's got to be a different category, like maybe like a different chest or like an RTA chest with like other types of stuff, some other way of randomization, which is kind of how this game stays fresh, right? I think would be fun.
Before they do anything, they really need to fix the matchmaking system. Like have you fight someone your own level. Maybe like they could go with like how many days you've been playing, how much time you farm, or like I don't know, like rune quality, matches won, win percent. I don't know, but stuff like that.
Yeah, matchmaking is a big issue. I think that's the biggest issue right now. If they fix that, I think you're gonna see a lot more players coming back and getting into more RTA. If there's more matchmaking and it's better.
Not just like people coming back, but it'll stop people from leaving. Because right now, like imagine you're like a fighter player and you're just like, oh man, I just don't want to do RTA anymore because like I'm sick of like farming so much and getting my ass beat by someone better than me, right? Because like unfair matchmaking.
Yeah.
So like right now it's to stop people from not playing too.
Right. I would really like to see like a video or something from like the developers just to let us know like, hey, this is our thoughts, this is our troubles and trying to balance this, and this is the reason why we haven't done this yet or something. Some clarity on their end would be nice, because they obviously have information that we don't have, right? They have data, they have information on how many people are actually playing matches, right? Whatever we say, we're speculating, right? No matter what. I mean, we could speculate with a high degree, but we don't have the hardcore facts. They have it in their departments, and that's why they're making the decisions that they're making, right? Or that's something that we can assume that's probably a fair reason. But matchmaking and rewards, I would like to see, more change up in that. And less players, smurfing or having an incentive to smurf just so that they can get points. That's all it is. Yeah.
Maybe punish you for smurfing, like if you're like really high and you're in a rank and you're just like beating lower level people, there is a way to figure it out, right? There should be an algorithm to
Or
by now.
maybe a cap where you just once you reach this rank, you can't fall below it, or it's really hard to fall below it. Like it takes a lot of losses to fall below it, so that it would
I
deter
think that's
you.
a theory too. They could like
Right?
mess with. Yeah.
Like if I hit 1500 or let's say 1600 or whatever the walls and that they decide on, I can no longer go below it.
Yeah.
And it's a nice motivation for people to try hard as well, right? Because it's important, right, for you to hit those ranks and you can't fall below. Right? If you lose, maybe let's say,
cool.
yeah, right. I don't know. Is there the cons to it?
Like if for maybe like C1, there's like you can have your highest rank achieved instead of like what you end up to C1, because then there's more incentive to play like during the season.
What do you mean the highest rank received? Like whatever you hit is the one you get rewarded for?
Yeah, like up until C1 or something.
Okay.
Yeah, so even if you get to C1, but then you fall back down, then you still get C1.
Right. I see. Okay, yeah, that would be interesting. That would definitely incentivize people to play towards the beginning of the RTA season too, which is probably when the least amount of players play, is at the beginning of the season. So it would give people incentive. Hey, I better push up now and fast. You know what I mean? I can hit it, right? And I have a lot of time. And then once I hit it, I'm good. But after that, then yeah. Okay, that's actually a good one actually, right? You hit C1, and then even if you lose or you're playing and you're trying to get up there and you get smurfed on, hey, you're gonna get C1 rewards, right? Not bad. Not bad. We came up with some good stuff.
Since we have like 4 RTA players here, how would you feel about returning to like the old system?
Oh,
Because I really like.
amazing,
what's
dude!
up?
I like.
Yeah.
I would instantly stop doing wings now, so I can focus on other things,
I probably would
and
do
then
more
come
wings
back
too.
later.
I would actually
Yeah.
probably
Yes.
do wings too.
Old
Yeah.
system was more exciting. Like sure, you could
Yeah,
lose like
dude.
27 points to someone.
You know how
But you
fun it
also-
was? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you also get the high, like when you're fighting someone higher than you, even if you're like in G3, you also get like the feeling that you want to beat them and that you're like,
10 million points.
yeah. And now it doesn't really matter who you pull. Like in
Yeah,
Pokemon.
dude. Like it'd be so much more fun back in the day, like sniping like the how to plays and what. And the how to play wasn't
Yeah.
up there, but like the tomatoes and like seeing like minus 18 on their side, and like fuck yeah, I just took all his points, right? And you're high fiving your buddies, right? And chat's happy. Now it's like, oh, +7. Okay, cool. Then I would have gotten the same off anyone else. It's like not as fun, right? You really want to know that on top of procking on them, you took that many more points. It makes it that much better of an experience. So absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, that'd be.
So it would be cool if they make like a merge somehow, and take the
Yeah.
good parts of both.
That's why I love these podcasts, because we can make our discussions, and if they're listening in, which oftentimes they do, they can take these ideas and hopefully do something, right? We give them ideas, and hopefully they do something, whatever it is, whether it's a good idea or a bad idea that they take and they do. I want to see them do more things, right? Make more changes and test more things out. That would be nice, or maybe use a special league as a test for it. I don't know, right? They need to do something though. They need to really do something. But yeah, that's about all the time we have today. We went over some great topics, some great discussions. I'm really excited about SWC. We talked about what you would do with the prize money if you won, right? Or if you just had that amount of money. And we had some good open discussions about matchmaking. So I think it was great. So thank you guys for tuning into the podcast today. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for
And,
having me.
Looking forward to more podcasts in the future.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, Thompson, on Saturday, sir.
Good luck
very
this
much.
weekend, and good luck to you later, Obolongo, in August, right?
Thank you very much.
Good luck to
Yeah.
you guys later. I'm sure I'll see you guys again later. Good luck to you guys, but good luck to you this couple days from now, Thompson.
Thank you very much.
I'll be watching, dude.
All right.
I'll be watching
Bye.
too.
All right. Peace out, guys. Thank
Goodbye.
you, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Oh, last thing. Oh, I guess if you're watching from the YouTube channel, I forgot to end it off. If you guys are watching from the YouTube channel and you guys enjoyed the podcast, please do leave a comment below, a like and a comment. Make sure you guys are subscribed as well. I go through all the comments every single week to see, suggestions and feedback on future podcasts. So yeah, if you guys are watching from the YouTube channel, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys on the next live stream or video. Peace out, YouTube.